start talking about, this is so funny. We have this prompt in my classes too. So what is hospitality management and why you're here? Well, you're probably here because you are curious about what is this about. And at the beginning, Vanessa mentioned several different fields that you can pick your career in. Anything from event production. You could be a wedding planner. You could be organizing a sporting events. There's a huge growing industry focused on online gaming. So if you're on Twitch, if you want to be a person who organizes these online events, we might be a good place to learn how. We have obviously wonderful relationships with people from the lodging, so hotels, anything from smaller inns and bed and breakfasts to large corporations such as Marriott and Hyatt and all the others. The restaurant industry is huge, and we prepare you for positions in both the back of the house or the front of the house. So the front of the house, that means all the people who are your kind of people you see, people who interact with the guest and or who organize the interaction with the guests, who actually deliver the service. So you could be director of operations and you will be looking at the occupancy of your hotel. You would be looking at, who does what and how to improve the service. And or you could be in the back of the house. And the back of the house, those are positions such as HR, marketing and sales, revenue management, kind of finding the fine balance between making the rates a little lower than your competition, but a little, but high enough to bring you profit. It's art and science bound together. And so, but you would be doing this in the field of hospitality. And those are all, again, transferable skills and that we prepare for. I think there's one more slide on the.
Oh, did I skip one or is that it?
I'm sorry?
Is this the right second slide? I think so.
Yeah. So the one thing that I think is really misleading for students or kind of confused is the difference between what's a BA and what's a BAS. And also, can you just go to South and start in the bachelor's program? So this site that this slide that you're looking at is trying to explain the difference. BA, so you would go to UW or Seattle U and earn a bachelor's degree. And very often those are in fields that are less hands-on, less practical, and they're also more expensive. Then the other option is to get the Bachelor of Applied Science. And the Bachelor of Applied Science is something that you don't enroll directly in. So you should remember from today one thing, and that's we work in a 2+2 model. So you would have 2 years of associate degree. So that would mean accounting, associate of arts, in business, in associate of arts. There are just a general AA degree. And then once you earn that and have 2 years of experience and 2 years and sort of 90 credits of required college credits, you would be eligible to apply for the bachelor's program. The good news is the transition from the AA at South to the BAS at South is very smooth. That's true for all Seattle colleges, North, Central. And once you're in the bachelor's program, you do another 2 years. So it's 2+2 and a total of 180 college credits. Does that make sense? Are there any questions about it? And just jump in if you want to ask anything. All right. So there's one more thing before I let David talk. Uh, the program stands on several key components, and I think we have one more slide on that. Well, this is what we just talked about. You know what? Money, important.
Oh, okay.
Know that. Very important, probably important for your parents, as well as for you. We are hands down the best value for your money, because not only can you use the Seattle Promise to cover the tuition of your first 2 years, actually 3 years of college, if you're a Promise Running Start student. But then the bachelor's program is, even at the highest tier, so without any discounts, financial aid, scholarships, it's still under $13,000, and that is unbeatable price. And I'd like to bring it up because it does matter, because you have a lot of people probably in your lives who go, okay, so now I have a fancy degree and I am $120,000 in debt and I still can't find a job. So what we do is we offer you a very workable, practical, useful degree. And part of our jobs, part of the reasons why I love being an instructor in this program is that we also connect you with the industry. We try very hard to find you jobs and direct you, sort of help you connect with people who can help you succeed in the field that you want to be in. Okay, so that next slide. And that basically kind of going back to the key components. Number one, you would have a really great, if I may say so myself, faculty who's very dedicated. So you're not a, one piece in a huge machine. We see you as a student and we work with you. We see you twice a week for 2 years. And it's a cohort model. So the students you start with, you graduate with. And those relationships are critical and they help you to be more successful. And we know this because it works. So you have dedicated people who really care for you. And if there's any problem, you know that you'll be out of country for a bit. You know that you have a personal struggle and you need to take time off. You need help with financial aid. You have a support network within this program that is there to help you. You're not an anonymous number. We have the cohort system and we have a fantastic sort of plethora of people from the industry. David will probably talk about our technical advisory board more. And again, it's very practical. And I think that I might stop there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still here. And I want to add a couple of comments just from my personal experience that I shared at the beginning, that I'm a proud graduate of UW, their business school there, and I don't, nothing I'm saying is not, it's an outstanding program. It was outstanding back then, it's outstanding now, and it's really a top tier college that we're lucky we have in our community. So this is just, but to compare it, because when I went through that program, what they do is they teach, it's call them more general topics like their finance examples for marketing and so forth. We have the same types of books and we have the same courses in this that you would get at the Foster School of Business at UW, just as an example. But what our program does is it focuses it on the industries like travel, hotel, restaurants, tourism, casinos, as more specific examples. So we're at UW, you might learn about ABC Corporation manufacturing widgets, and that takes you through how you do the accounting for that company. We will use actual numbers from like, well, now you're gonna run a hotel, or you're running a restaurant, or you're running a bar or something like that. The idea being that you're more likely in high school and even college years working within the hospitality industry to pay for your school. And so you'll have some experience and the words that we're using will make sense to you. And so the examples will make sense to you. And then the other big change in differences from the major universities and SALS program is we have like 20, 25 students in our classes. We know you all, get to know you all personally, and we place you into jobs both during the 2 years, because we actually have an internship program. So you'll be placed in a job in the industry during the 2 years you're there. And then there's the connections that we make with industry professionals, because we connect you with people who to be mentors while you're in college and even afterwards, and help place you. One of the major changes that's happened within these hospitality fields is it used to be an industry where everybody started at the bottom. I started Hyatt Hotels too as a dishwasher, then busboy, then worked my way up to room service waiter, made great tips, then did the front desk and night auditor and stuff like that, housekeeping. And that used to be kind of the path for everybody in management in these industries, where you start at the bottom, you work your way up. But nowadays they do require to make that jump from the worker bee, the hourly worker, into management. More and more of them have become professional businesses, and they require a degree. They require a 4-year bachelor's degree at least to get into these fields, to get into management fields. And that's why this program was created, was to help give you that pathway into management, or if you want to open your own business, to give you that same set of skills. So the topics, and that's what this slide's about, is you'll learn about the human resources and the laws behind that, and the management skills are the soft people skills, from ethics, that Hana teaches classes in ethics, but also just scheduling and time management and how to deal with issues as they come up, accounting skills, service operations, that's the day-to-day, what's happening with guest interactions and business law we've talked about. We tend to use, in addition to having outside speakers from industry, actually people working every day that come in and talk to you directly. And in COVID, Hana still has them, use Zoom into their classes and talk to students directly. And she takes people on tours, students on tours of the local businesses, and get to know them. We like to use software applications that let you join in teams and compete against each other as a way of learning that, like run your own restaurant or run your own hotel and come as a team of 4 students and compete against 5 other teams of 4 students and try and see who can make the most money or have the highest occupancy, those types of things, is a way of learning those skills. So it's very interactive, small classes that we enjoy running it that way. This is just so you know who we are and how to reach us with any of your questions or follow up. You may be shy or not know, but please write down our email addresses. I'll leave this here for a moment. While I'm sharing our screen, I can't see chat, so if Hana sees something, feel free to react to it or stop me. We have also, I want to talk about some scholarships that are available just for hospitality management students. There are scholarship funds to help offset that. They can be used not just for tuition, but for books and things like that as well. I'm trying to pause while you write down our email address, but I think they also have ways to contact us. So we'll put our email addresses in chat too. And then Hana's put together this page that if you want to connect with us, she has like a Facebook page for us. And she hosts information sessions regularly, like every month, a couple sessions with interested students. And you may think, well, it's kind of soon, because this would not start until after you got a 2-year degree. But we'd love to hear from you. We can help you connect. Even if you're a student earning your 2-year degree, we're happy to meet with you and connect you with industry. You think, yeah, I'm getting my 2-year degree now, but I do want to still go into these fields. Our employers still want to get to know you. They still want to hire you now. And then stay with you throughout the program, because they're the employers. We have over 50 active working employees of managers, leaders of the hotel, restaurant, travel industry, event planning industry in our Puget Sound area that are associated with this program that you can draw on and meet with them. They do it as a way of mentoring and giving back. They're at that point in their career where they have gray hair like I do. And now they just want to help younger people who are interested in their fields get jobs. So it's not just always about jobs. Sometimes it's just somebody with experience that you can talk to about your career, and they'll help you get into the right path. But it also is about jobs. They see it as a way of people that make an investment by actually going to college to learn about their industry. That's such a better applicant to these employers than someone who just fills out an application online that they don't know anything about. Maybe they're just looking for a job. But people that are in our program, they know are committed to a career in the field and want to go into management, want to learn more. you're like the ideal hire for these employers. That's why they're going to hang around you all the time, and they're going to try and recruit you. Oh, don't do that. Don't return the main session yet. I'm going to stop sharing so we can maybe answer questions and chat and see if you have any comments or questions for us.